this series. In Buffalo, you'll see it on ABC as it's wrapped around 1 Eastern time. Jagr deep in his own end, looks to move it away. We wondered about the abuse Jaromir Jagr would take. He took just one hit, and that was from Vladimir Siplakov in midway point of the period. Here's a chance, and that shot missed the target. Near side, Bergevin could not keep in, and the Penguins look to regroup at center. Barnes is out there. So is Audette and J.P. Dumont. The Sabres got away from matching lines last game here in Pittsburgh and show no signs of trying to match up here tonight. Let's go ice level. Here's Dave Ryan.
All right, Steve, thanks a lot for the second straight morning skate. Dominik, the Sabres goalie, didn't put on all the goaltending pads, just his skates, and tooled around the ice today at the Mellon Arena. He told me afterwards, until the Sabres lose, he's going to keep up this game day ritual. Just get a feeling for the ice without all the gear on. By the way, he did score a couple of goals on backup Martin Biron, who said he was just being nice to let the Dominator score to keep Hasek relaxed and in a good mood for Game 4 tonight.
Darren, I thought goaltenders are well known as the best skaters. Well, Dominik didn't look that great out there.
Well, they're the best skaters when they have forward skates on. Dominik had the clunky goaltending skates on there, and you know, you just don't have that fluid motion with the blades are different. They're longer, they're flatter, they're clunkier like that. But scoring two on Marty Biron. Marty was very nice.
Up in again out, got the shot away, stopped by Hedberg, rebound loose to Buffalo. And that shot is blocked after the fence. Morozov blocked that shot. That is not a surprise. In Game 3, Morozov led all Penguins in block shots, with 3 of them. Here's a steal. Couldn't get the pass through to Gilmore. Pittsburgh gets to it. Primo had it taken away from him. Gilmore will shoot it in deeper. Kasparaitis went out of his way to make the hit on Gilmore and missed. Gilmore will shoot it deeper into the corner. Kasparaitis is back on it there. Here's Gilmore. What a series for Gilmore. Only has 1 assist. It was on the game-winning goal in game number 3. But he's played outstanding hockey.
And he was also 62% on faceoffs in Game 3.
Off the drop pass. Here are the Penguins. Morozov cross ice. Find Bubner rips the shot. Hasek way out to make the save. And there is no rebound.
Well, that was a good pass there that led to that good shot from the right point. Miro Shatan and his line had some pressure in the early going. We mentioned how good they were in game number 3, thanks in large part to Lindy Ruff putting them on the same line, and they were absolutely explosive. At the beginning, it seemed to me that they were trying to get used to one another. As the game got on, they got stronger, and Jason Woolley ended up scoring the game-winning goal. Miro Shatan iced it off with this goal that made it a 3-1 hockey game. So Shatan, Maxim Afinogenov, these guys could go. Maxim Afinogenov pull up, and certainly the hands of Miro Shatan. He is one of the real natural goal scorers that we have in the National Hockey League, and I think the bar can just go higher and higher with Miro Shatan. I mean, this guy can be a 50-goal guy, and I think in time he will be in this league.
Shatan with that first period assist, he ties Peter Forsberg for the most points in these Stanley Cup playoffs with 12, and ties Matthew Schneider in terms of assists with 9. So Shatan putting up the big-time numbers. Back behind the net. Here's Gratton trying to set it up. Got a second chance at it. Shot is blocked. Corbet gets to it. He can't clear. Second chance, he's able to clear that time. And it's back out at center. And across the line. Here are the Penguins. Knocked right back the other way. Here's Gratton. Turns it over to Jagr. Jagr hooked down on the ice, trying to draw the penalty, won't get it. Here's Gratton. In across the line. Bergevin rubbed him out as Gratton shot it behind the net. Kept in by Hines. Long shot with Andrechuk. A terrific screen in front. But it missed the net. Kalinen's shot is blocked. Ference gets to it. And we're going to have penalties, and I believe both teams will be penalized. Well, there's a lot of talk in Pittsburgh about the Penguins and about the baseball. Well, not necessarily the home baseball team, but the baseball park. Maxim Afinogenov took in his first Major League Baseball game last night, and he went alongside the backup goaltender for the Sabres, Martin Biron.
The only thing he didn't know is why when there was a home run, sometimes it was 3 runs, sometimes it was only 1. And I told him every time there's somebody that steps on home plate and there's, you know, fewer than 3 outs, it's a run. So, but he was, the one thing he was amazed by is like how the guys can throw the ball from like center field down to home plate just in a second, and it was flying pretty fast at one point, so he enjoyed it.
That baseball is a complex game, and you can get into the game on Wednesday Night Baseball tonight following hockey. It's not just a baseball game. What a matchup. A couple of first-place teams, East meeting West, as the Red Sox take on the Mariners at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. That's coming up. Others will see the Angels take on the White Sox. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
That scares me. A goaltender explaining to a Moscow-born forward about baseball.
Long shot from the angle. Hedberg gloved it down. A number of us in the ESPN crew also took in the ball game last night at PNC Park here in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh did itself proud. It's a beautiful, beautiful baseball stadium. Now all we need is a good baseball team to go with it. As the Sabres move it away, here's Kalinin. Shot in. Hedberg will play it. Away from Moran, up the near side. Warner made the good play to keep in. Here's Verrata. Put it right on the stick of Moran, who was able to kick it out away from Curtis Brown, but it's back for Darius Kasparaitis. Bergevin and Andreychuk both go off. Bergevin for interference, Andreychuk for roughing at 3:29. Hasek played it. That would have been icing. It goes with 4-on-4 even strength. Here's a lane for Verrata, and he fired. He was offside. Just let it go as the whistle blew.
What a play by Hasek. Now, Mario Lemieux let that go as icing. He was thinking that that was, I'm not sure, maybe a couple line pass. I'm not sure exactly, but I do know by watching Dominik Hasek, everybody in the building thought it was going to be icing. And let's see, Dominik just decides to fire that out because he's got a man open right there. And that's not going to be a 2-line pass. That gets in there. He's got a man here. Let's see, keep her going. And he straddles the line. 4 guys. He might have been looking at another guy on the ice. I'm not sure. Too many men was the possibility. Looking by Mario's reaction, and, you know, the players like that see the ice that way. That was probably the reason.
Here's Barnes trying to make the one-on move. Forget about it. It was played perfectly by Ference of Pittsburgh. Ference has been most impressive, by far the best defenseman for Pittsburgh in the first round. He's been pretty good here in the second round as well. Ference has 5 points in the last 5 games. Hasek moves it away from Jagr. Patrick away from Lemieux. And here's Shatan. Up for Barnes. Patrick joins the rush. Here's Shatan. Tried to sneak it through and could not. Ference picked up the man. And that allowed Hans Janssen to pick up the puck. Far side, here's Ference leading the rush, finds Jagr. Jagr bumped by Shatan. Lemieux comes all the way across the ice. He too finds Jagr. Slapped off Jagr's stick by Shatan. Lemieux is bumped. And here's Laukkanen. Shot, score! Laukkanen let it go. Lemieux might have tipped it home. But we're tied at 2.
With traffic in front. This time, Jani Laukkanen shoots it from the left point. Whether or not Hasek was preoccupied with Mario or not, well, looking at it from this angle, he screamed. That's what happened. I mean, it's very, very simple right there. And whether it was redirected or not, we'll find out there. I don't know if it was or not. I have to look at the goaltender's reaction. The goaltender, Dominik Hasek, just looked a little stunned that it actually went in the net. He's pointing another direction. Good positioning by Mario. Zhitnik has no real chance of boxing him out. He snuck in behind him there. And I think that Zhitnik was preoccupied with the quick little snapshot of Laukkanen. And I think that went in straight in. And I don't think anybody on Pittsburgh really cares how that went in. They've tied this game up at 2.
The 2 players, Bergevin and Andreychuk, are out, so we're back to 5 aside. We'll give you the official scoring. Woolley gets to it. Up for Andreychuk. And they're offside on the Pittsburgh blue line is one of the the Sabres was spilled. They give it to Jani Laukkanen, his second of the playoffs. It's even strength from Jagr and Lemieux at 5:24.
Well, Mario and Jaromir got the puck in deep, and that allows the point man to get open. Laukkanen was very sharp and just letting it go. A little heel-to-toe wrister through the legs. Mario lifted up his leg to make this happen. So Dominik screened from our Southwest Airlines goal cam. Focus on the left leg. Lifted up by Mario, and you see the arm of Dominik. That's your classic. Hey guys, I didn't see that one bit.
Little help, please.
He just didn't see it.
So as if Mario needs to be good at something else, he's also an excellent screen.
Yep, just lifted up that leg just enough. He got in front. It was good timing of the play. No use shooting from the point against goaltenders like Dominik Hasek at this time of year. You're not going to score, but if there's guys in front, man, tough to stop it.
And that has the crowd back into this hockey game. Here's Laukkanen on it. He knows something about game-tying goals. Jani Laukkanen scored the game-tying goal in Game 4 against Washington. But in that game, it resulted in a loss. Laukkanen, Lemieux, and Jagr all hoping this one has a different outcome. Pittsburgh, one of them belongs to the man on the right of your screen, Jaromir Jagr, playing well in this hockey game. If you're just joining us, you just missed the first 2 points of this hockey game. Jagr and Lemieux both picking up assists on Jani Laukkanen's goal at 5:24, and that has tied this game at 2. Pittsburgh trying to go up 3-1 and have a chance to clinch the series back in Buffalo. The Sabres looking to win and tie this series and then get it back to home ice. Although home ice has not been all that valuable this postseason, but in this series, the road team has won every game. Glove down by Lang. Up the near side, Straka kept it in. Here's Kovalev towards the net, just behind Straka, but he recovers nicely. Straka, full one-timer from Kovalev that was deflected into the corner. Good job of keeping at the point. They call it a hand pass. It was kept in, but they'll call it a hand pass, and that's the reason for the whistle.
Yeah, 'cause he's got his right hand up there, keeping it inside the zone. Good work by Moran. On the goal again as we get back to it. On the right-hand side, Mario takes a hit from Zitnik. Now, here comes Jagr, and this is the benefit of having him. Stop it here, guys. So the two of them right here. They've got a 2-on-2 down low. This is the area right here that we're focused on. Here comes Laukkanen. So the play goes in because Barnes tried to help out down low, trying to help the defenseman. He comes out now. He's in plenty of time to come back, but this shot through traffic, just hard enough, just saucered enough. Anybody that's ever played the game of hockey, that heel-to-toe saucer is a good one for that type of shot because it goes with velocity. You have a nice quick release. You don't have a big windup that can be blocked, because if Barnes blocks that, he's going the other way on his own little break.
At center, Corbet will look to flip in and puts it into the crowd instead. With Mario Lemieux's 2 assists tonight, he too is now tied for the scoring lead in the Stanley Cup playoffs. He's got 12 points, joining Peter Forsberg of Colorado and Miroslav Shatan of the Buffalo Sabres. They go back and forth in the exciting scoring race of the playoffs.
Well, it's been much talked about what Mario said and what got everything going here in Pittsburgh, but I listened to that conference call that the NHL had, and he said hopefully he's happy. When someone asked, is Jaromir Jagr happy? He said, hopefully he's happy. Singly, he makes $10 million. I'm not sure if you realize kind of how good it is, but we need him to play at a high level and elevate his play and play better, like all of us, all the leaders that are out there. So, I mean, I would think, and everybody has speculated, and Jaromir has told everybody this morning and told you, Steve, before the game, that there's a possibility that there's just one more month to go. Let's make it a special 1 month as a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Back behind the net. Swung around the boards. Morozov trying to keep it in. Trying to work it deep. Help out in his own end, and now finally it's chipped out to center. And Brown jumps on it there for Buffalo. Nearly turned it right over to Primo. Schmelik on it. He loses to Brown. He's got some speed. Curtis Brown, gloved easily by Hedberg, and he'll hang on. Along those lines of Panger, of what you were referring to, I mean, hard to imagine trading the NHL's leading scorer the last 4 years, but Jaromir Jagr knows it's a real possibility. This will be his last season in Pittsburgh.
Right now, you know, I'm hearing that stuff more often, every day, and I know I cannot get traded right now, but after season, there's a big possibility I'm going to get traded. But like I said yesterday, no matter what happens this summer, I got one goal to do this year, and it is to try to win the Stanley Cup. And if I'm going to leave this city, I want to leave like a champion, not like a loser.
Jagr and media darling have not gone together all that often, but he was great with the media yesterday. He took wave after wave after wave of questions, probably answered 45 minutes worth of questions, then took some more time with the media today. We certainly appreciate his patience as well at ESPN dealing with us. So Jaromir Jagr is real candid about what he calls the worst week of his hockey life. Here's a Finneganov backhander, got it away, and a save by Hedberg. Maxim Finneganov, who's been a healthy scratch down the stretch of the regular season, has really turned it on here in the postseason.
Well, Finneganov has some experience scoring against Johan Hedberg. He did so in the World Championships in 1997. And here he tries to go maybe between the legs. Another example of Johan Hedberg stopping the puck with his midsection. Great speed by Finneganov, barely onside. You can hear the linesman say no as he waves it off. Good speed. He reminds you an awful lot of his boyhood hero, certainly Pavel Bure. But Maxim Finneganov is explosive. And as I mentioned, I had to remind him that he scored on Hedberg. He said, yeah, yeah, I did play against him. It was Johan Hedberg that mentioned to me about a Finneganov, so he's fully aware of how good this young player is.
And he's really first on the scene in the playoffs this year from Buffalo. They scratched him the first 2 games of the playoffs. As that long shot is stopped, James Patrick got the shot away, and Hedberg the easy save.
As you expect in playoff competition, that was an easy save by Hedberg, but the physical part of it and the nature of the game is you're going to get hit. He tries to protect himself from a Doug Gilmour hit. His right shoulder is the one that is the injured shoulder, but I mean, you can take the brunt of it on the left side, and it can still jar you on that other side. Notice while he was sitting on the bench, he's got a big extra thick piece of foam on that right side, that condensed foam, it looks like underneath the right shoulder pad, the right wing up there. And this is something that when you explore the hit, last year at the end of the year, Dan McGillis hit him hard in one of the final years, and he did so again this year.
Here's Moran, the long shot off of Hasek's glove and to the corner. Here's Straka trying to kick it free for Kovalev, and does. Kovalev tries to make the one-on-one move, lost his edge. Some assistance from Zhivnik. Centering feed picked off nicely by James Patrick in perfect position as usual. It's cleared down the length of the ice. No icing will be called to wave it off. Moran plays it away from Siplikov. Hard charging Barada on it there. Barada and Kasparaitis, they play the game exactly the same way. Towards the front of the net. Kalinин's in deep with Kovalev. Swung around. Hedberg will shoot it high off the glass. There's Warner able to keep it. Good play by Warner with one hand on the stick to knock it free. But Moran recovers. For Kasparaitis, Kovalev blind clearing pass works. And that turns into this. Robert Lang's dumping. Warner on it. Off the glass and out of the zone. It's pushed back into the zone by Audette and Buffalo. Hedberg will play it. Turns it over, though, right to Audette. Lost it off his stick. Theron swings it around for Barnes. Shot high over everything. Catches the glass.
They are going high. On a lot of shots, they're going high on Hedberg.
Here's Bergevin. Back behind the net. Verdina there. There's Jagr. Jagr and Warner behind the net. Far side, Ferentz trying to make a soft pass to Jagr. Indeed, Warner's without a stick. But the Sabres able to get to it with Audette. They're onside the red line, and they're onside the blue line. Good play by Mario coming back. He read that both Verdina and Jagr were in deep. I thought 3 of them were trapped in deep. Mario did a great job of coming back and breaking up a potential 3-on-2 break-in tight. The Penguins get to it as we pass the midway point of this hockey game. Pittsburgh will shoot in. That was Mario who will go off for a change. And the crowd starting to get back into this. 1-0 Buffalo. Then it was 1-1. 2-1 Buffalo on a late shorthanded goal at the end of the first. And the Penguins have tied here in the second on a Yanni Laukkanen goal with Jagr and Lemieux picking up assists to tie it at 2 as we pass the midway point of this hockey game. The pivotal Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And the Penguins leading the Sabres 2-1. Centering pass. Good job by Primo as he was back checking to pick it up. Here's Primo with a step. He's got the long reach. Schmelik rubs him out behind the net. Morozov there. Checked by Willie. Shatan had his stick lifted. He'll shoot it back behind the net to Willie. Looks to swing it around. Kept it at the point. And it's now shot out of play and into the crowd. Alexei Zhitnik continues to log huge amounts of ice time, paying the price.
One tough critter, that's for darn sure. Big hit here by Robert Lang in the corner, and with this glass so sturdy, he goes face first, and he spit out blood. Not sure if he spit out some of his bottom chiclets or not, but this guy is a gamer. Come playoff time, you can certainly rely on him to play hurt. I mean, I thought he was done with after Game 2 in Buffalo when he got smoked by Kovalev. I would have bet my hair on that he would not have played the rest of this series, but he bounced back from that one and has played extremely well.
For those of you not dialed in, the chiclets is the hockey expression for
teeth. Sorry, guys.
Buffalo on it. Off of Patrick's skate dangerously in front, but Hines was there to support him. And there is Steve Hines. Gratton tried the one-timer from the angle, fanned on it. The puck bounced on him. Lacouture on for a rare shift on the forecheck, but it's right back the other way. Here's Hines now. Off for Gratton, couldn't get it deep. Lacouture picks up the loose puck and shoots him softly, and he'll go for a change again. Played a couple of shifts, about a minute's worth of hockey in Game 3. Dan Lacouture. Wrapped around the boards. Hedberg gets to that easily. Off for Hans Janssen. Could not connect on the pass, and it's into the Buffalo end. Here comes Straka with speed. Kalinin is there to get it away from Straka. Looked like Hasek had his glove up in the air to signal icing.
He was the whole way. That's
Here's
why there's confusion.
Audette tried to cut to the middle. And that has happened to Donald Audette a number of times in this series. He makes the move to the front of the net. The puck just seems to roll off his stick. I think, too, the play that he's trying to make with defensemen this time of year is a tough one. He's a guy that has good hands. He's trying to make that play where he gets them reaching and then tosses the puck between their stick and their feet to get them off balance, but they're swiping away at the last minute. Here's Warner. Off the boards for Barnes. Janssen pushes it right back into the Buffalo end. 7 minutes left in period number 2, and we're tied at 2. Ferentz will go back to chase it for Pittsburgh. Here's Mario Lemieux on it at center. Lemieux, 1-on-3, drop pass, nearly got the return feed, and will eventually from Herdina. Schmelik and Lemieux behind the net. Jagr snapped his stick right in half, trying to make that move in traffic. And when he went down, I thought that might be very awkward for him with all the pressure on his upper body, but he rebounded nicely, went for a change of sticks. Hasek's got his hand in the air, and this time, in fact, it is icing with 6:33 left in the second. Our Nextel league leaders for you, and these numbers are updated up to the second. Our Stanley Cup playoff leaders in points. Mario Lemieux's got 2 points tonight. Miroslav Shatan 1 point, as both pull into a tie with Peter Forsberg. Of course, Forsberg will have the last laugh. He plays later tonight against the Kings over on ESPN2. Looks like Joe Sakic is out for that one. And you see Miro Shatan, the slick hands that Miro has, and of course Mario Lemieux on the right side. When you think about it from Jagr's perspective or the Sabres perspective, even when Jagr comes back and plays at, I don't know what he is, I have no idea. I mean, none of us do, how severe the injury that he has is. But when he comes on the ice, let's face it, anytime he can handle a puck, he talked about not being able to shoot a puck. If you can handle the puck and make a play, people are going to go towards you, and it'll obviously leave a little bit more room, you know, for Mario. I remember a couple of years ago when Shatan was getting the brunt of the criticism because they couldn't score. And I'm thinking to myself, he's the only guy that is a goal scorer on that team, so it's easy for the other team to defend against that. You need more than one weapon. My goodness, wholesale line changes there while the play's going on. And Coach Lindy Ruff got the Doug Gilmour line out on the ice against the Primo line. Good move by the visiting coach to see if they can exploit the third line of Pittsburgh. Here the Penguins move out to center. Here's Kevin Stevens. Had a goal in Game 3 for Primo. Had a goal in Game 1. Shot stopped by Hasek. Hasek's been letting a couple of pucks in this game go off his glove.
Boy, he was fortunate he had his glove down there. I think he took that one for granted to his left side.
Here's Stevens, backs it behind his own net to Ian Moran. A defensive posture here tonight. Nearly a bad turnover. Instead, it's just a regular turnover as it's kept in at the point by Schmelik. Here's Kasparaitis. Off for Stevens. Thumped by Schmelik. Up and again, a nice play for Shatan. Penguins get to it in their own end. Pittsburgh will shoot it all the way down. Hasek a glove that one, no problem there. Swings it up for Gilmore. Doug Gilmore will shoot in.
One of the big reasons Brandt's back there. Oh, reverse here, right to Gilmore.
Gilmore with some time, setting up shot. Shot from the angle. Missed the mark. Here's a Finneganov now. He's got a lane, fakes the shot. Finds Gilmore. Here's Shatan in the circle. Soft shot on goal, and Hedberg will cover up. The Buffalo Sabres have won 6 consecutive game 4s. They're looking at that going tonight. After 3 games in a best-of-7 series, 11 previous times, they've lost all 11 of those series. I mean, only down 2 games to 1. You'd think by accident you'd come back and win one of those series.
Yeah, you think.
But they've lost all 11.
Wow.
Face-off upcoming to the left of Johan the Moose Hedberg. Not a whole lot of antlers in sight tonight after the Penguins handed out 17,000 sets of foam antlers on Moose Night here at Mellon. Of course, it resulted in a home team loss. They probably won't try that again. Here are the Sabres. Good pressure in the in the Pittsburgh end. Wrapped around behind the net. Laukinen will get to it. And clear out to center. Schmelik couldn't handle. Hasek's out for a stroll. Kolarek, good job with the skates. Jitnik will reverse. Clear to center.
Good hit by Bugner jumping in there. I think Siplikov was looking at the referee saying interference because the puck had gone by. And here comes Siplikov on Bugner, giving it back to him.
Patrick will shoot it in deeper. Overskated by Verada. Lang might have taken a stick up high. Here's Brown towards the front of the net, blocked by Laukinen and tipped to the corner.
There was a slash on Lang's right hand.
Centering feed, one-timer for Siplikov, who was buried as he released, and he shanked it wide. Patrick pays the price. He's in deep. Puck is loose. Buffalo has it. Whistle, and a hand pass is the indication. It's the symbol of excellence in hockey. And this Saturday, the quest for the cup continues on ABC at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific. Some of you will see these 2 teams return to Buffalo for Game 5, while others may see the Stars hosting the Blues. That's if Dallas can force a Game 5 in their series. ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2 are your homes for all Stanley Cup playoff action.
And when we look at the Stanley Cup brackets, I mean, Toronto end up beating New Jersey. They're number 7 seed. Pittsburgh's the number 6 seed. Pittsburgh would go into the conference finals, I'm just using examples,
sure,
as the top seed, home ice advantage. So, I mean, you just never know, obviously, what can happen. And when Ottawa goes down in the first round 4 straight, you go, jeez. I mean, that's why you play hard all year long, to give yourself a chance in the postseason.
As pointed out, the home ice advantage hasn't meant much. Teams are going to want to finish on the bottom 5, 6, and 7, and 8 in the conferences. Of course, you can't think like that.
No, it's all timing and how you're playing at the right time, that's for sure.
Here's Lemieux. Mario showing off the strength there. Pass for Ference. Behind the net, Herdina. Almost looks like a Penguins power play for a while. But we are 5-on-5, and the Sabres break out with Audette. Audette. Little one-touch passing in Dumont. Put it in the corner. There's Audette. He's 1-on-3 by himself. Good crunch there. Centering feed. Shot stopped by Hedberg.
Good save by Hedberg with his left glove. Boy, good save. Oh, Mark Bergevin, looks like he's stung a little bit right in front of the net. Now it looks like he's okay. Drop the puck, maybe just covering up right there. Odd man break. That's a 4-on-2 for crying out loud. Pittsburgh Penguins have been so disciplined with their defensive play. Jaromir Jagr is going to give Mario Lemieux a good strong push. Give me a push. It's almost like Mario was waiting for it. The push wasn't strong enough. Wasn't the kind of push Mario was looking for to get that extra burst of energy. When Mario Lemieux came back from his 3.5-year retirement, there you see why Bergevin, he stopped part of that puck and then it went right back to him, and he covered it up right there. But when he came back, there were so many times where Mario was out of gas. So out of gas. So he was the trailer, and he would always push Jagr ahead and get him right back into the play. Smart move to give you that little extra jump to get back in your zone.
Here's Kasparaitis off for Wayne Primo as we come up on 3 minutes left. Period number 2 from a sold-out Mellon Arena in Pittsburgh, PA. Hasek out. A couple of Penguins around him. He was fortunate to get it through to Schmelik. And it's kept in at the blue line. Good play by Stevens. Finds a wide open teammate shot. Stopped by Hasek, who looked behind him.
He was wide open.
Alexei Morozov
trying to go between the arm of Dominik Hasek, trying to get him to lean towards his left and then go against the grain, because Morozov is a left-hand shot, and he was on the right side. Dominik looked behind him for a split second, and that's a sharp play by the goaltender, because if it is between your arm, little turnover there at the blue line, and this is where Morozov is right here. So now Dominik moves towards his left, and he's going to see him look towards his right. It's a smart play. If the puck is loose, if you're sharp, you look behind you. Everybody always says, hey, he's not that sharp. The puck's not, the puck might be loose. Well, if you're sharp when you're aware of the circumstance, and the circumstance could have been that puck trickled through, and it was beyond him.
Hanger, how tough to feel the puck through all that equipment?
Not as tough in the 40s as it is right now when they have barely had equipment. They felt everything that came their way. That would be a black and blue welt for 3 weeks. Now it's not, but it's harder to feel it, you're right, because of all the padding that you have and the bulkiness of the jerseys that you have.
Real needle in the haystack as Shatan moves it ahead. Far side. Here's Hines, drop. Knocked off a stick, and Morozov will clear center. Gilmore's first man back to pick it up. Good pass along the blue line for Shatan. Shatan will slide it in deeper. There's Gilmore. Out there with Hines on this line. Here's Patrick in deep. Centering feed for the tip shot by Hines, and he couldn't beat the goaltender, Hedberg. Shatan, long shot. Goes to the corner. Hines, the Sabres leader in power play goals, officially in the regular season. Ball came over late in the season. He just lost his helmet.
Well, he lost it because he got the right hand shove, and his helmet came off again. And that's after getting the stitches to his forehead after the hit by Kasparaitis in Game 3. His helmet slides off real easy. As you see the forehead of Steve Hines, I talked to him before the game about retribution on Kasparaitis. Said, heck, I've been chasing him for 5 years, and so has every other player in the National Hockey League. This isn't the time to get back at Darius Kasparaitis for what he did in Game 3. He's trying to get in the way. He does a good job of getting in the way of Lang. Lang uses his right hand and just shoves it right from his back of his head and pushes that helmet right off. It came off easy, and here's the injury in Game 3. It's a push right here. Good boy. And he went right in between the glass and the boards, the separation right there. And I asked him if he had hair, would it have helped his helmet? Would it have kept it on? And he said, nah, it's kind of the way my helmet, the shape of his head and the helmet, the way it fits. He didn't think so.
Back to the point. Here's Moran holding, makes the nice pass, shot through traffic, just skimmed wide. Hasek had Penguins to his right and to his left as the puck went wide of the net. Here's Siplikov with Verada. Brown charging hard. Quick little shot and a save by Hedberg. And there's no rebound as Verada let it fly. We're a minute 20 away from the Dodge Different intermission report. John Butchergross will have all the latest in our SportsCenter in-game report, including the Toronto Raptors facing elimination at the hands of the Knickerbockers. A full night of action in Major League Baseball. It's all coming up on the Dodge Different intermission report with John.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres nearly got one. Minute 20 seconds left. Siplikov gained the zone. Verada made a nifty move around Kasparaitis and let her fly. Good play there by Verada. From the goaltender's point of view, watch between his legs and then the snow. The stopping of the players right in front. And it's going to come right at you there. Good look at it, fellas, downstairs. Nice play by Verada, though. Good offensive play.
Will drop the face-off again. It's not Verada's job, but he has gone goal-less in his last 20 playoff games. That's after he scored 8 goals in his first 30 playoff games. He tied a career high this season with 10 goals, but looking to buy one here in this postseason.
I've looked for him maybe as a left-hand shot to maybe squirt in behind. Obviously, Shatan is right directly behind Gilmore.
Here's a Afinogenov off the faceoff, and Gilmore aided him with a skate. Behind the net, there's Gilmore, centering feed. Only the Penguins there, but it's recovered by Afinogenov. The shot was blocked, and he had to protect. And it's fortunate that was Kasparaitis chasing him down.
Yeah, I like his odds in a foot race.
At center, looks like it might have gone in off the Sabres bench and then back onto the ice, so we get the whistle. With 57 seconds left in the second.
Interesting, you just saw a look there of Darius Kasparaitis, and his minutes have certainly gone down. And interesting to note that the subtle changes that Ivan Halinka has made in this game, pairing Ian Moran with him, because they do play together. As you see, his 37 hits, it's a big part of his game, but also a big part of his game and the Pittsburgh Penguins game is a little bit more discipline within the system. And with him, he tries to make that big hit in the neutral zone. When doing so, if you don't have someone back, you're in a heap load of trouble. He's obviously relying on that. In Game 3, they weren't as good at their system, largely in part because of what Buffalo did against that left wing back. And he ended up running a little bit out of position.
Here's Jagr with a step. Jagr trying to cut in. Hasek, the poke check on him. But it's lost to Herdina. Behind the net, there's Jagr showing the strength, trying his own wraparound. He's stopped by Hasek. The Sabres come away to center, led by Rhett Warner. His teammates and coaching staff giving Warner a hard time about a scoring chance he had in Game 3. Off of Mario, right to Herdina.
They didn't even count on a scoring chance, did they? That's not fair. No. Talking to Red about that game, joking. Everybody's giving it to me.
Jay McKee, who's back in Buffalo, suffering the symptoms of concussion, made a phone call to Warner and left some suggestions on how you score goals in the playoffs. Jaromir Jagr has an assist tonight. Mario Lemieux's got 2 assists. We're 2-2 after 2. John Butchergross, back to you.